Hi guys, how are you? We come today to the very end of our home product DIY series, and today we're making a soap bar. So 3 ingredients, super easy, knowing what's in the stuff you're putting on your body, which is so incredibly important these days with all the crazy stuff they do put in our things that we often put on our body. So let's get started. Let me show you how this is made. It's a manual recipe that you can make in a Thermomix no matter what model you've got, or I think you could even do it on a stovetop if you don't have a Thermomix. Do reach out though if you want a demo to find out what this Thermi thing's all about. By the way, if you want the card, get in touch, comment just like all week, and I will send you through this to print out and make it yourself. Or you can just watch the video and cook along. Depends if you want to make it again. So let's get started. First things first is 300 grams or thereabouts of pure soap. So I've talked the other days about the pure soap, okay? Oops, sorry guys, upside down, there we go. So this is actually the end of my box. So it's actually been perfect to make these things. And it actually chops, for those of you who've asked about the chopping and stuff, it actually comes out really quite easily into cubes. So let me just show you. I'm not sure how easy. Oh, there's cameras in the way. Like I've just put, this is just 1 cube. Oh, it's not a cube. What's it called? Bar. Just get my knife, through it goes. And once you get halfway, it just actually shatters. So it's so easy. Like it's not stressful, okay? I know some of you were like, oh my gosh, how hard is it to chop the soap up? It's not, okay? Not even a big deal. So in goes the soap. We're going to mill this down. Now, I don't think it actually says this in the instructions because it says to use pure soap, roughly cubed. Yes, it does. This one does. So the one we made earlier in the week with the washing powder, it just said to use pure soap powder. So we had to mill it ourselves, which is the step we'll do now, whereas this one actually tells us, as part of the recipe, to mill it down. So let's put the lid on, 10 seconds speed to, and we will have ourselves soap powder. There we go. Up we go. Okay, now we're adding 80 grams of fractionated coconut oil. Now we used that earlier in the week for the lip balm. So once you buy the stuff, then you've got it for future reference. You can just buy it from health food shops. Okay, so I think I got mine from actually no, I got mine online. I got a lot of the ingredients from BioMe, but this was part of a 5 litre jar I bought many years ago. Oh, that soap, it gets me every day. All right, what did I say, 80 grams? 80 grams. You could use an almond oil if you'd like instead. I just like the fractionated coconut oil. It's got no smell, that sort of stuff. I was going to say taste, but I guess taste doesn't matter if we're talking about a soap. And we're going to melt this. So we're going to melt all this for 5 minutes on 70 degrees. So 5 minutes. That soap is still getting me. At least you guys won't have to do it in an enclosed pantry where it's getting all over you. Okay, so we're going to melt that down. Then the very last thing we're going to do is we're going to add 20 grams of dried coffee grounds. Now all I did is I asked hubby to grind some espresso beans down. Okay, it's up to you how technical you want to get, but just make sure they're not wet. So once this gets done, it's going to go into some molds. So that's probably the only thing to think about beforehand is what do you want to put it in. I've got my good old Kmart mold here that's going to be perfect for the job. I'm not going to fill them to the top. I think that's a bit big for a bar of soap. I'm just going to use it to the halfway mark, but this is what I'm going to use today. Do say hi if you're on today. I'd love to know you're watching. Has anybody made any of the things this week? So let me know in the chat. I'd love to know. Have you, or maybe you've done it before today. Maybe you've actually made homemade products before. If you have, I'd love to hear about it in the chat. You know, as I've said, my Thermomix has been 100% food related for a very long time, and I'm so pleased that this week this is what I've done, because it will mean that I will make these again. So that's super exciting. So thank you to you guys who show up and watch and tap in and learn more and get inspired to use your Thermomix in different ways. And thank you for allowing me to be part of that as well. So anyway, back to the things. So this is a Kmart tray, okay, silicone tray. So we're going to just pour a little bit into each of these and let it set. I reckon you could put some little coffee beans on top if you like to make it a bit pretty as well. Those of you who know me know I'm practical, not pretty, so I won't worry about that personally, but I reckon you certainly can. I also was thinking about the fact that you can probably change this up a bit. So if you wanted to add a different scent, or even say some dried mint or some Italian herbs, you could actually probably make these bars whatever scent you want. I'm really looking forward to trying the coffee. We are quite coffee addicted in this place. Just let me check the thermi. It sounds like there's a bit that needs to go a bit faster. Let's have a look. Oh, it's going to a slushy mess in there, so I'm just going to go a bit faster. So some of it's melting and it's on the bottom, but then some of it's stuck to the side. So in a moment, I'll be giving it a scrape down. It's looking a bit better. What was I saying? So yeah, I reckon you could scent it however you would prefer. So if you really love to have peppermint flavoured soap, I reckon you could do peppermint flavour, whatever you kind of enjoy. So while we're waiting for this to melt, please let your friends and family know, $150 gift card when you're purchasing a Thermomix this month. That is an amazing deal. They can go shopping in the mix shop and get whatever they want to get. So things like silicone molds. There is one in the mix shop that's bigger than that these days, and amazing for making, I reckon, soap bars. You'll also find things like your amazing oil spray mixer. Now, you saw this week I did one that was the insect repellent for outside. I reckon that would be great in that mister as well. So things like that, depending on what they want. I mean, there's so much in the mix shop. Or you can even use it for host rewards. So it is valid until the 28th of February. Or the other thing you can use it for is if you've actually got a friend or family wanting to buy a Thermomix. If you've got that gift card for the mix shop, you can actually sell it to them if you want, and they can get a discount on their Thermomix using that gift card. Okay, so if you're buying a Thermomix this month, you're going to get that $150 gift card to mix shop to use however you want. How cool is that? It's starting to melt down. I want to give it a scrape down. I can kind of hear there's a few bumps and lumps happening in there. You can see it's getting quite warm. So let me show you what's happening. Can you guys see it's balling together? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just give it a scrape. I want to get the stuff off the sides. So what we're particularly melting here is actually the soap. It's not actually, by the way, guys, get your real spatula out. This one's too flexy. It's actually just, it's barely getting through it. It's kind of, I don't know how you explain it, a bit like caramelly. But anyway, I've got some off the sides. Not sure if I explained that gift card well, but the main thing is make sure friends and family know that that's on offer at the moment, okay? If they don't know, they might miss out, and that would be terrible. So, but I do love that you can use it against another Thermomix purchase as well. So if you're thinking, friends and family are going to buy, you can always give it to them or sell it to them, and then they can get a discount on their Thermomix, which is pretty cool. Alright, it's getting soft, which is what we need. Now it's not liquidy runny, but it is pliable, which is what we need. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to wait till about 10 seconds left, chuck in my flavouring, okay, so that it gets combined in there. So here we go. Let me see if I can show you what's happening. Doing the slow down. Alright, nearly done. So if you've got friends and family who are into DIY home products, or they're into being, environmentally conscious and things like that, please do tag them in these videos from the last few days. And show them how Thermomix might be something that they want to add to their repertoire in their life, for being able to make things easier and simpler. Alright, I'm just going to scrape down that bit from around the side. I wish I put my other spatulas in. This spatula just flexes a little too much. So I just need to combine that last little bit in. So there's a bit that was stuck to the bottom, and I struggled to scrape it in earlier. I'll just show you. You can see there's a line of it that was stuck to the bottom. So we're just going to put that back on for a couple of seconds longer. What does it say? Then we're going to put it into the silicone tray. that looks well combined. So now I'm just going to wiggle you guys back and, excuse my dusty mess here, grab my slicking tray, and here we go. This is what it looks like. So it looks a bit like a dough, okay? That's what it reminds me of. Oh, actually pastry, that's what it reminds me of. And smells absolutely amazing, okay? I'm thinking I really want to add some peppermint to it, but I'm just not sure. I don't think it's designed to be peppermint and coffee. I don't think that's a good combo, is it? But for those of you who know me know that peppermint's kind of my favourite flavour of choice. If I can do anything peppermint, I will. Peppermint chocolate balls, peppermint after dinner mints. What, are you a peppermint person, or do you have a different flavour or tea that's your choice if you have to choose? So I'm just giving this a good push down now, and you can see that it's coming together nicely. Now these need to sit just at room temperature for 24 hours, and then they'll be ready to go. What I am going to do though, because you guys know I'm not very patient, is I'm going to pull one of these out and just show you what it looks like. I'm actually really excited. These, I reckon, with a little ribbon around them would be perfect in our little gift boxes we've been creating as well. Look, that one's pushing out the sides. All right, let's see if I can get one of these out. No, I think I'm being too impatient, guys. But you can see there, just putting them in, pushing them down. It is supposed to be a bit dotty coloured, so it's not. I think you probably could go a bit further to make it fully combined, but it is, the pictures that I saw when I was looking up this recipe actually had that kind of colour and texture to it, where it's not completely combined in there as well. So I think that's perfectly fine. But there you go, guys. That is how you make soap in your Thermomix. Soap bars. Play with the different flavours or smells, whatever you want to call that. And when you do, take pictures. I'd love to see what you make in your Thermomix. You know, the possibilities, there are so many possibilities. That's the beauty of the Thermomix, right? And if anything this week, I hope that I've inspired you to go, hey, there is so much more out there than what I've already done. Give it a go when you get a chance. Share the pictures. Tell everyone what you think and your experiences, and I'd love to know what you've enjoyed the most this week. Get in touch if you want those recipe sheets as well. I can send them to you so you can print and laminate them, have them ready, even gift them. You know, them themselves are a nice little gift as well. But there is my soap. So I will see you guys next week. Next week it is all about Christmas entertaining and getting ready for Christmas, which is only a few days away. So next week there's dips, there's salads, there's whole chook coming up with the peri peri spice mix on top, things like that. So not sure the timing's going to be as consistent as it has been. Getting into that festive, you know, rhythm. No, probably rhythm's not the right word. There is no rhythm at festive time, is there? But I look forward to showing you guys next week what I'm making in my caravan. So I will be doing it from the van. But please reach out if I can help you with your Thermomix, if I can help your loved ones, your friends, your family. I'd love to help them know what a Thermomix is and see how it can help them. But I'd also then, once they get one, make sure they get the very most out of their Thermomix investment. But otherwise, take care, and I hope to see you next time. And if you're watching replays, please hashtag replay as well, so I know you're on there. But otherwise, I'll see you next week, guys. Bye for now.